So I just want to preface this whole video with I'm going to go to the worst audio possible. I'm going to show you guys what audio sounds like on $6 headphones versus this pod mic. I'll see you in there. Hey, what is up YouTube? It is Harrison Barron, and in this video I'm going to be doing a little bit of an unboxing and a little bit of a tech review setup. So I'm going to be ditching these $6 headphones, which are great for basic tasks using the computer, Zoom calls, but they're not great for delivering high quality content. So in this video we are going to be unboxing the Behringer Xenix, I guess is how you say it, 302 USB. And it is a one mic import. And then on top of that, we're going to be hooking up the Rode Podmic. So I'm really excited about both of these to be reviewing. I'm going to be jumping back and forth here. But ultimately, I needed a new setup here. And if you've seen my last video, I already do have a mic stand. I just was waiting for this. It took forever to get here. Kind of got lost in the mail. So I'm going to throw in a different little setup here, and we have the unboxing here. I'm actually going to face it towards the camera, so you guys are going to be the first ones to see it. It opens this way, and I can't stand the audio that this little headphone produces here. But we have a nice little have our box here, and inside it is very simple. We have our little mixer, and this is actually way smaller than I originally anticipated it to be, and I'll throw it up here on the big camera here, but I mean it is very small. It's cool. You get a little box of tools, or better yet the accessories that you need, which is really just a USB cable, and you have your notepad. There is nothing left inside of here. That's it. I mean, that's literally the whole box. So there's your unboxing. No, I'm just kidding. We would never do that. And then the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open the Rode pod mic here. And I normally wouldn't do an unboxing video, but it is pretty cool. I've been dying to open this. I've had this now for the better part of a week. Got the Rode pod mic. I'll kick this up just a wee bit here. Rode pod mic. I've used these before, quite often actually. They're a great microphone for $100. It is well worth its weight in gold, in my opinion. The audio quality is impeccable. The company I bought it from also included a little cleaner. I don't know why, because you would, I guess, to wipe off fingerprints. Little box here, arguably useless in my opinion, but you know, teach their own. And then we have the pod mic. So I will let you guys see the first view in here. Boom, white. Quick start guide. I know how to use this. I've used these before, like I said. Little spacer box to give it a more premium feel. And then we have the microphone itself. This microphone is outrageously heavy for its size here. So it doesn't look heavy, but this is actually about I believe 2.5 pounds, 2.2 pounds, somewhere in there. And my little quality control thing that's saying it passed. But it's a really heavy, it feels premium, and for $100, I really can't complain here. So I'm going to stop this video now. I'm going to set this up really quick, because it's going to take me about 2 to 3 minutes to set up, and you guys don't want to watch that. And then I'm going to come back, and you're going to see how much better the audio quality is going forward. You're going to be like, wow, this is a totally new world of difference here, and I'm going to show you guys that in 1 second. Alrighty, so we are set up here. I have my headphones in, not to record, but so I can hear the mixer as I am going through this all with you guys. But I just want to share with you guys a little bit about this mixer, this new podcast setup. My new headphones are not here yet. These are absolutely awful, but they were $6 and they served my purpose when I needed them. So we're going to jump into my desk view here. I've also opened up that little white box that came with it. So it came with a little charger, or not a charger, but a power brick. And it also came with the connections that you would need if you were just using the device. Now, you could plug this into a computer, which is where it's currently getting its power from. It goes directly into a hub, which goes into my computer. Otherwise, if you were just using this on the go without a computer, or you wanted to mess around here, you can just plug this in. You can then take this cable, hook it up, and you will have you'll basically be covered in every area. But going forward, it is pretty straightforward here. So you have right behind this the line input. I'm going to hold this way here, and I'll actually even increase the size of it so you guys could see a little bit. But it is pretty simple when it comes to the inputs and outputs. You have your gain, which I can control here. So if I don't move my myself, you see down in the bottom corner, as I increase it, you can really hear every little nook and cranny in my mouth. But you could really adjust the audio pretty good. The next thing you're gonna have is your low, you're gonna have your highs, and you're gonna have your pan. Now this is a very small unit. Normally you'd have mids, you'd have all these other areas in here, and then you'd have the control of the actual microphone itself. So if I down, you can obviously tell that it goes all the way down, and if I keep turning it up, it's gonna get very, very loud. Last but not least, you have the main out control and then the headphones, which is currently what I'm listening to. So if I turn it down, I can't hear it. You have a little clipping area here, how your audio is performing, and then you also have some additional areas up here. So you could do technically 3 lines. So if you wanted to have another microphone, music, instruments, whatever it may be, and then you could also do outputs. So on the outputs, speaker, anything like that, maybe you're going into another system, and this is kind of the premix that you'd have, and then you have your line USB from and to, and then a 2-track option as well. I don't have all the equipment here to test all that to show you what it would be, but that's pretty much it. And then you can adjust your additional settings if you had another microphone right here. I'm keeping it down obviously for the sake of this video, but it's a very, very simple unit. I love the fact that you could plug in another microphone here if you wanted to grab it from a smartphone or your own little headphone jack. I do have a larger set of headphones coming in that are studio quality headphones that I'll be using directly in here. You'll see those probably coming in the next couple weeks, but this is a great little unit. Now I got this unit specifically for when I am doing YouTube videos. I don't have a lot of desk space. I have a very large monitor and I have stuff all over my desk. I cleaned it for this video, but it's very limited, unfortunately. There's really not too much that I have as far as working space in here. So now I have my boom arm that's mounted to my desk. I have a whole video on boom arms and which ones I recommend specifically for the price point. This is a fantastic boom arm. I have this little mixer here, which I will lift up, and it's great. It serves the purpose that it's supposed to serve. For the $65 that I spent on it, it was great. Now you might be thinking, why did I not go with an Elgato XLR connection to USB and do that? It has a little knob on it. I'm familiar with mixers. I'm familiar with being able to control, the lows, bring out the lows or bring up the lows, the highs, and even panning left to right. I mean, you'll probably hear this, but you can pan left to right. It doesn't have all the functionality that I would love in the world, but it has enough. It has a lot of control for me, depending on the environment. If the dogs are barking, I can hit this on the fly, and I don't have to worry about losing audio quality. Where the Elgato it's a much simpler system, and you lose a lot of functionality behind that. So this is the new setup that I have. I do love this little USB mixer. It is very, very straightforward. I'll probably do another in-depth video on it. And then this is the Rode Podmic, and it's just a fantastic little microphone. It's great. It's used by tons and tons of podcasters. I was gonna go with just a mount that could sit on the desk, but I didn't feel that it was really going to deliver the functionality that I needed for my setup. So going forward now, you're going to start to see this setup. There's really nothing on this. This is the simplest version of a boom arm that you can have. If I hit the desk, you don't hear the springs vibrating from the cheaper ones. I didn't go all out with a really girthy, beefy Gatorworks boom arm because it just wasn't practical. It just didn't make sense for my setup now. In the future, there will probably be them. I've sold tons of them. I've helped people install them. It's a great, great setup. But for right now, this is going to be the setup here. I have a beautiful little setup. It works. It is small enough for my desk. It is simple enough, but also gives me the functionality that I'm looking for to really just control things on the fly and how maybe fired up I am that day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a very simple, quick tutorial. I will do a more in-depth review of this Podmic, the mixer itself, but I just wanted you guys to see, hey, this is the progress of everything, the way it's going, and I'm beyond excited, especially when I have my podcast headphones on, and I'll be able to really dive in to the quality and what I look for, what I don't look for, and what you might be interested in getting for your tech setup. But this is a great little desk setup, all in, $100, $200. You really can't beat it, minus the camera, but you really, really can't beat it. The audio is fantastic. I'm blown away with how good it still sounds. I haven't used professional equipment probably about 2 years now, so I'm really excited, and I'm excited for you guys to be a part of this journey. I love you guys. I'll see you guys later.